Tonight, Alberta health officials speak publicly a week after children began getting sick from E. coli.
This doesn't happen by accident. There's a series of mistakes and errors for this stuff to get into our food supply.
The health violations found at a kitchen shared by daycares. Libya's humanitarian catastrophe, 10,000 said to be missing, maybe more.
They lost everything. Of course, some of them unfortunately lost their family, relatives, and friends.
Health Canada approves a new COVID vaccine.
It's very important that they consider the new shot as a really significant upgrade to what they've had before.
Time to break down what you need to know.
This is The National with Chief Correspondent Adrian Arsenault.
There has been another jump in the number of E. coli cases tied to multiple daycares in Calgary, and we're now learning staggering new details about the potential source. Alberta officials say several critical health violations have been discovered at the kitchen tied to the outbreak. It supplied food for the dozens of kids who've since been hospitalized and the hundreds who've fallen ill. As Aaron Collins shows us, these new revelations are driving concern about how this could have happened and how it's being handled.
A full week into a massive E. coli outbreak, Alberta's top health officials finally spoke.
We didn't feel that there was urgency to do that up until this point.
But for days, parents have been asking how dozens of kids have wound up in hospital.
We have not found the source of the infection. We continue to work on that, and we are optimistic that by the time the investigation is complete, we will have a much better sense for exactly what happened.
The health minister offering her support to parents, but for now, little else.
These are very complex investigations conducted by people that have experience. There are numerous tests that are involved.
The outbreak has been linked to this daycare chain, a kitchen that makes food for them, the likely source. Health inspectors found several major problems with the facility, including food not being handled in a manner that makes it safe to eat, and significant evidence of a pest infestation, including live cockroaches. For families with kids that got sick, worrying revelations.
There's been so many other times when our kids were sent home and, they had diarrhea or whatever. And we were like, okay, we were told, oh, this is just normal. This is toddlers. It's called toddler diarrhea. And I'm thinking now, knowing all of this, were they eating this disgusting stuff that was actually making our kids sick this whole time?
264 cases of E. coli have now been linked to the outbreak. 25 people are still in hospital. This doctor has broader worries. This outbreak a sign of an eroding public health system that's cutting corners.
This doesn't happen by accident. There's a series of mistakes and errors for this stuff to get into our food supply. And if we don't sort it out in a transparent manner, it's going to happen again. And this can kill you.
Health officials insist they will get to the bottom of the outbreak and prevent future ones. The clock is ticking on both of those commitments.
So, Aaron, given that the 7 daycares with the confirmed outbreaks are beginning to reopen, what are parents saying?
They're in a bit of a bind, right? I mean, obviously there's some concern, some worry about sending your kids back to a facility that's connected to an outbreak like this. But at the same time, daycare spots are really hard to come by around here. We're hearing stories about 2-year-long wait lists. So take that family that we talked to in our story there. You got a mom and a dad, both of them work, right? So they need daycare. And Adrian, as much as they're looking around for options, well, they might just send their 2 boys right back to the same place where they got sick.
Incredible. All right, Aaron Collins in Calgary, thank you.